What if I told you that everything you desire is already yours? That the life you dream of isn't just possible, it's already here, waiting for you to claim it. This isn't wishful thinking or empty positivity. This is the profound truth Neville Goddard revealed, that your imagination is the gateway to your reality. The moment you truly feel your desire as already fulfilled, the universe has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Most people spend their lives chasing manifestations, wondering why they never arrive. They visualize, they affirm, they beg the universe, but nothing changes. Why? Because they're stuck in the illusion of lack. They believe their desire is somewhere out there in some distant future. But the secret is this: the future doesn't exist. There's only now. And in this now, your desire is already done. Your job isn't to manifest, it's to remember, to step into the version of you who already has it. Think of a time you deeply longed for something, a job, a love, a breakthrough, only to realize later it wasn't what you truly wanted. That's the universe protecting you from settling for less than your soul's true desire. But when you align with the feeling of fulfillment, when you live from the end with unwavering faith, you bypass all doubt, all struggle. The moment your inner world shifts, the outer world must follow. It's not magic, it's law. Here's where most go wrong. They focus on the how, the when, the external steps. But the how is none of your business. Your only work is to dwell in the feeling of already having it. If you want love, feel cherished now. If you want abundance, feel prosperous now. The bridge of events will unfold perfectly, often in ways you couldn't have planned. Close your eyes and imagine holding what you desire, not as a hope, but as a memory. That's the sweet spot, the space where time collapses and all possibilities exist at once. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you plant the seed of feeling, it grows into fact. This isn't about forcing a state or pretending. It's about surrendering to the truth that you are already whole, already complete. The moment you stop reaching and start receiving, the universe rushes to confirm your belief. Your doubts will whisper, but your faith must roar louder. The kingdom of heaven is within you, not as a metaphor, but as your living reality. Now breathe and claim what's already yours. What if I told you that your entire reality is nothing more than a mirror reflecting your deepest beliefs? That every experience, every circumstance, every relationship exists as an outward projection of what you've accepted as true within yourself. This is the quantum revelation that changes everything, the understanding that consciousness is the only reality, and the world around you is simply consciousness objectified. At the quantum level, physicists have discovered that particles don't exist in fixed states, but rather as probabilities until observed. Your awareness collapses these probabilities into tangible experience. The chair you're sitting on, the device in your hands, all were once unformed potential until consciousness gave them shape. This scientific truth aligns perfectly with ancient spiritual wisdom. The kingdom of heaven is within you, and from this inner realm, all creation springs forth. Most people live life backwards, believing circumstances create feelings. The awakened know the opposite is true, that feelings create circumstances. Your dominant emotional state acts like a magnet, drawing matching experiences into your field. When you truly grasp this, manifestation ceases to be about techniques and becomes about identity. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. The secret isn't in visualizing harder or affirming louder. The magic happens when you shift into the feeling of already having what you desire. This isn't pretending or wishful thinking. It's the profound act of mentally occupying the reality you wish to experience. Your inner world must become so real to you that the outer world has no choice but to conform. Think of your desire as a radio frequency. When you worry or doubt, you're tuned to a station of lack. When you feel grateful as if it's already yours, you've found the right channel. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to vibrational alignment. Your work isn't to convince the world to change, but to become the version of yourself for whom that change is natural. This explains why some people manifest effortlessly while others struggle. It's not about worthiness, it's about inner congruence. The woman who believes she's wealthy moves through the world differently than one who feels poor, even if their bank accounts look identical today. Her posture, her decisions, her opportunities all flow from that core assumption. Every great inventor, artist, or visionary first saw their creation in imagination before it materialized. The Wright brothers felt the thrill of flight before leaving the ground. Mozart heard symphonies before writing a note. This isn't coincidence, it's the universal law in action. What we persist in feeling must eventually harden into fact. Your current reality is simply past imagination crystallized. The feelings you consistently entertained became the building blocks of your world. This means your future is being constructed right now through the emotions you choose to cultivate. Will you dwell in limitation or inhabit the expansive reality of your dreams? The bridge between imagination and manifestation is sensation. Not just seeing your desire, but tasting it, touching it, moving within it as your present truth. When you can close your eyes and feel the texture of your ideal life so vividly that it moves you to tears, you've planted unshakable seeds in the fertile soil of consciousness. The greatest discovery is that you're not at the mercy of circumstances. You're the architect of experience, the sculptor of reality. Every moment offers a choice. Will you react to appearances or create from principle? The awakened choose creation. They know that by changing their inner state, they rewrite the script of their lives. Feel that desire in your heart right now, that burning wish you've carried for so long. That feeling isn't accidental. It's the universe whispering to you through the language of quantum possibility. Everything you yearn for already exists as vibrational potential, waiting for your consciousness to breathe life into it. Quantum physics reveals a stunning truth: reality isn't fixed. At the smallest level, particles exist as waves of probability until observation collapses them into form. Your focused awareness is the architect. Neville Goddard called this the law of assumption, where your persistent feeling of already having what you desire summons it into being. Imagine throwing a pebble into a still pond. The ripples expand outward effortlessly, touching distant shores without strain. Your dominant feelings work the same way, vibrations traveling through the quantum field, arranging circumstances to match your inner state. Think of your mind as a radio tuner. Every frequency exists simultaneously, but you only hear the station you choose. Doubt tunes you to static. Conviction tunes you to miracles. When you embody the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you aren't begging the universe. You're broadcasting on the correct frequency where your desire already plays. This isn't mystical guesswork. It's the scientific principle of entanglement, where separated particles instantly mirror each other's states. Your emotions entangle with matter, bending reality toward your conviction. Consider a sculptor staring at raw marble. To others, it's just a stone. But the artist feels the statue within so intensely that their chisel follows that vision without hesitation. Your desires are that hidden masterpiece. Most people keep touching the uncarved block, doubting what could be. But when you live from the end, smelling the roses of your success, feeling the embrace of your soulmate, hearing the applause of your achievements, the universe has no choice but to reflect that inner sculpture outward. Water takes the shape of any container holding it. Consciousness behaves the same way. It molds to the vessel of your assumptions. Sleep each night feeling wealthy, and your mind begins filtering opportunities your old self would have missed. Walk through the day as if loved, and strangers respond to that invisible magnetism. This is why acting as if transforms lives. You aren't pretending. You're shifting your vibrational container, allowing new possibilities to pour in. Stars light the sky, but sunlight drowns them out until nightfall. Your desires are those stars, always present though obscured by the glare of old beliefs. Persist in feeling their reality, and like the rising moon, they'll eclipse every doubt. The moment your inner certainty outweighs external appearances, the quantum field must reorganize, not because it favors you, but because consciousness is the only true currency. Your unwavering feeling is the transaction that makes the invisible visible. Now close your eyes, not to escape reality, but to visit a deeper one. Feel the texture of dreams made manifest. Hear the sounds of your success as present fact. Quantum leaps happen in these moments, when imagination becomes more real than memory. The bridge between worlds isn't time or effort. It's the fearless decision to live from the end before the universe concedes. Every great inventor, lover, and visionary knew this secret. They didn't attract their desires. They became the version of themselves for whom those desires were inevitable. So breathe deeply. Your future isn't ahead, it's within. And from this sacred space where feeling meets form, anything is possible. The universe never says no. It only ever whispers back, as you believe, so it is. The greatest struggle in manifestation isn't about what techniques to use. It's about truly feeling the reality of your desire. Most people approach manifestation like a shopping list, mechanically repeating affirmations while their heart remains unconvinced. They visualize beautiful scenes, yet still feel that nagging sense of lack. This disconnect between mental images and emotional truth is why so many feel stuck on the manifestation treadmill. You might be doing everything right on the surface: scripting, vision boards, gratitude lists, yet something crucial is missing. That missing piece is the living sensation of your wish fulfilled. Neville Goddard taught that imagination must be clothed with the vividness of reality. Without this feeling tone, your manifestations remain theoretical possibilities rather than embodied truths. Consider how you feel about your morning coffee. You don't hope it exists. You know with absolute certainty that first sip is coming. That's the quality of conviction your desires require. Most people treat their dreams like distant fantasies rather than imminent realities. They constantly monitor external conditions for signs, instead of resting in the quiet assurance that all is unfolding perfectly. Another common pitfall is confusing visualization with manifestation. You can spend hours picturing your ideal scene, but if you step out of that meditation feeling the same lack you started with, you've only practiced daydreaming. True manifestation occurs when your inner world shifts so completely that the external must conform. Your dominant feeling state becomes the blueprint reality follows. Many get trapped in spiritual bypassing, using affirmations to suppress their true emotions rather than transform them. Saying I am abundant while feeling anxious about bills creates internal conflict. The subconscious receives mixed signals. Neville taught us to move gently through resistance, not override it. Meet yourself where you are, then gradually shift your emotional frequency with patient persistence. The most overlooked aspect: most people don't allow themselves to truly receive. They're so focused on efforting, and doing that they miss the sacred art of being. Manifestation isn't about forcing the universe to comply. It's about aligning yourself so completely with your desire that it has no choice but to materialize. Your work isn't to make it happen, but to become the version of you for whom it's already true. When you finally bridge the gap between mental concept and heartfelt knowing, everything changes. The techniques become secondary because you've touched the essence, that sweet spot where imagination and reality merge. This is where magic lives, in the quiet confidence that what you seek is already seeking you. The outer world is always playing catch up to your inner transformations. Your only task is to feel the reality of your desire so deeply that doubt cannot find a foothold. Close your eyes for just a moment. Breathe deeply. Feel that stirring within you, that quiet knowing. This is where your power lives. The secret to manifesting anything instantly isn't about forcing or begging the universe. Zero about becoming the person who already has it. Neville Goddard revealed a truth so simple, so profound, it changes everything. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Imagine your desire is already yours, not someday, not if you work hard enough right now. Feel the weight of it in your hands, the joy flooding your chest, the peace settling in your bones. This isn't make-believe. This is the divine language of creation. Your inner world molds the outer world like clay. Every great manifestor throughout history understood this sacred alchemy. They didn't chase, they became. Doubt whispers, but I don't see it yet. Sweet soul, the scene emerges from the unseen. The oak sleeps within the acorn. Your current reality is simply the echo of past imaginings. Now you're learning to plant new seeds consciously, deliberately. When you shift how you feel inside, the universe has no choice but to mirror it back. This is the law, as certain as gravity. Try this now. Think of your deepest desire. Don't see it at a distance. Pull it into your body. Feel the textures, hear the sounds, let gratitude rise like dawn light. This feeling is God's fingerprint. When you live from this place, miracles chase you. The moment your inner world changes, the outer world must follow. There are no exceptions, only delays caused by returning to old states of lack. Most people pray from longing, which only creates more longing. The masters pray from fulfillment, which creates manifestation. You aren't waiting for circumstances to change. You're letting circumstances reflect the change within you. This is the great turning point. Your feelings aren't reactions to life, they're the cause of life. Tonight, as you drift to sleep, dwell in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Let it lull you like a lullaby. The sleeping state is where magic happens. Your subconscious accepts these impressions as truth. Wake up living from this new story. The how isn't your concern. The universe handles details with breathtaking precision when you provide the blueprint of unwavering belief. You are so much more powerful than you've been taught. These aren't pretty words, this is the architecture of reality itself. Every invention, every work of art, every love story first existed as feeling. Now you hold the key. Stop looking for signs. Become the sign. The world is your mirror, and it's one waiting to show you miracles. Feel the reality of your desire before it manifests in your world. This is the secret Neville Goddard revealed, that your imagination is the workshop of the divine. Close your eyes now and sense the texture of what you wish to create. If it's a loving relationship, feel the warmth of their hand in yours. If it's abundance, hear the sound of prosperity flowing effortlessly toward you. Your inner world molds the outer, so dwell in the feeling of fulfillment as if it's already yours. Notice how your breath changes when you embody your wish fulfilled. That shift is the doorway to manifestation. When you saturate your senses with the reality of your desire, the universe has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Walk through your day carrying this quiet certainty. Speak from it. Make decisions from it. Let it be the compass that guides your actions without force or strain. This isn't pretending, it's recognizing the truth before it materializes. Your dominant feelings are the architects of your life. If you crave freedom, stop rehearsing the weight of limitation. Instead, stretch your arms wide and taste the exhilaration of boundlessness. The moment you occupy the state of liberation, chains dissolve. The same applies to every desire, health, joy, success. Assume the posture, the rhythm, the inner smile of someone who already possesses what you seek. The outer world is but a shadow of your internal landscape. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, let your last thoughts be steeped in the sensory richness of your fulfilled desire. Imagine slipping into a parallel reality where it's already true. Feel the gratitude swelling in your chest as if the miracle has arrived. This sacred space between wakefulness and sleep is where creation quickens. Don't visualize from longing, experience from knowing. The universe responds to conviction, not pleading. Tomorrow, awaken as the version of yourself who has already received. Move through your morning rituals with this quiet assurance. When doubts arise, gently return to the feeling place of your fulfilled desire. This is spiritual discipline, the art of maintaining your frequency regardless of appearances. Each time you reclaim this state, you carve the path for manifestation. The bridge between imagination and reality is built one faithful feeling at a time. Watch for synchronicities. They're the universe whispering that your new reality is approaching. A song lyric, a stranger's comment, a sudden opportunity, these are confirmations you're in alignment. Celebrate them as proof your inner work is taking form. Manifestation isn't about forcing outcomes, but surrendering to the natural flow of what you've already embodied within. When you live from the end, the how becomes irrelevant. The world rearranges itself to match your conviction. Now breathe deeply, knowing that what you seek is already seeking you. The feeling of fulfillment is the magnet. Carry it lightly, joyfully, without desperation. You aren't attracting from lack, you're remembering what's already yours in the realm of infinite possibility. This is the art of conscious creation. This is how dreams take flesh.